We've looked at how to get data out of your tables, but that's no use if they're empty. It's time to start adding stuff. Inserts come in two forms, single row and multi-row. As the name implies, single row inserts add data to your table one row at a time. To do this, your statement is insert into the table followed by the values clause. This provides the data you're inserting. Do this and you need to give a value for every column in the same order they're listed in the table. Get the values in the wrong order and you'll get an error if the data types are incompatible. Or, more confusingly, the insert will work but the values will go in the wrong place. To avoid this confusion, you can explicitly list the columns after the table name. This makes your code more robust and easier to see if you've made a mistake. Single row inserts are great if you're only adding a couple of rows. But if you have hundreds or even thousands of rows to add, they can take a long time. It's much faster to add all the rows in one go. To do this, use a multi-row insert. This adds the result of a query. This enables you to efficiently copy data from one table to another. Multi-row inserts have another advantage over single row: the ability to add data to several tables at once. There are two ways to do this: conditional and unconditional. For each row your query returns, an unconditional multi-table insert places a row in every table. To do this, start your SQL with insert all, then add the tables, their columns, and their values clauses. Like multi-row inserts, you need to have a query which is your data source. You can also use this technique to change several single row inserts into one statement. Just list out all the data points in the values clause and have a dummy query that returns one row. If you don't want every row from the query to go in every table, then you need a conditional multi-row insert. This is similar to multi-row, but before each table, add a when clause with a condition. Rows only go into the table if they meet these criteria. If you stick with insert all, the rows from your query will go in every table where the when clause is true. But sometimes you want to ensure each row can only go in one table. To do this, use insert first. Oracle Database adds a row to the first when clause that is true, working from top to bottom. So now you have a table full of data, there's one important step left: ensuring you save it. Until you do, if anything goes wrong, your changes are lost. To prevent this, you need to commit. This saves your changes, and it has another important effect. While you're adding rows to a table, only you can see your changes. Other people accessing the database are unable to access them. As soon as you issue a commit, other people can see your changes. But what if you made a mistake and don't want to save? How do you undo it? Enter Rollback. This reverses all the changes since your last commit. Most database clients have an auto commit property. This states whether or not it will save the data for you after each statement or when you close the connection. Make sure you check how this is set in your client, or you can end up with some unfortunate results. We've looked at how you can add and save changes to your table with insert and commit. But sometimes you'll want to change values of existing rows. To do this, you need an update. We'll look at how to do this in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube channel to learn more about database development and see SQL magic.